Private label drop shipping on Amazon makes way too much sense. No, it doesn't. Yes, it actually does. And here's why.
What's up, guys? This is 𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗘𝗦, and you have reached the Roughnecks Ecom channel. If you want to learn how to make money online or offline, then you need to be right here. I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller. I'm also an honorably discharged Air Force veteran. Graduated from Penn State and started a career as a software engineer and leveraged that to build my businesses. If you guys have any questions on how to make money, you're going to find all your answers right here, so stay tuned.
Yo, so what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Roughnecks Ecom channel. If you're new here, I'm your host, 𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗘𝗦, and over here we talk all about how to make money online, offline, and everywhere in between. If that sounds good to you, make sure you go ahead, smash the like button for the algorithm. Comment, please comment below, because it's dope. I like interacting with you guys. Subscribe and click the little notification bell, and then check out the links below in the description. That way you can get updated with all the latest and greatest, all the happenings. You can hit me up on social media, whatever. All right. So for all you regulars, man, you guys know what time it is. It's time to go ahead and get right into it. So, why is private label dropshipping on Amazon the bee's knees? Why is it so viable, and why should you get into it, right? So chances are, if you guys have been looking at drop shipping on Amazon, you might have seen this mug here pop up. You've seen a few of my friends, Paul and Tom, a couple other cats out there. But, I'm the originator of private label drop shipping. You probably saw me on my first channel, the Two Dudes channel, and you're like, man, what is it exactly? Okay, so let's talk about what private label drop shipping is. Now, private label drop shipping is essentially doing everything that you would do for FBA minus the FBA part. With FBA, you send the item into an Amazon warehouse to get distributed, and Amazon does all the picking, packing, and everything else. They handle the customer service, the whole back end, right? With private label drop shipping, you're just stopping that piece. The items are getting sent out one by one as the orders come in on Amazon. So your supplier is sending directly from their warehouse to the customer, and you don't have to touch anything, all right? It's the best thing that's going on right now. The best thing since sliced bread, okay? And considering that the pandemic is happening and all that, and there's certain rules implied on Amazon, and orders are being shipped really late, with Amazon, they had to hire 100,000 people to help fulfill, these back orders that they have in their warehouses. It's probably within your best interest to go ahead and try something a little different if you guys haven't done so before, okay? And let's go ahead and let's break this down about profit margins compared to other styles of drop shipping that you may be familiar with. So when it comes to profit margins, most of you guys are familiar with drop shipping from Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that. Those profit margins are not the greatest. They're typically anywhere between 8 to 12%. Okay. Now, when you're doing volume, $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month, that makes up a very pretty penny. But you don't have to do that much volume when you are setting up a private label drop shipping. Private label drop shipping, routinely you'll see margins between 20 to 40%. 20 to 40% is huge, which means you don't have to sell 100K, but if you're selling 100K, you're making way more money than you would if you were drop shipping from Walmart, Home Depot, places like that. Okay. Now, are profit margins everything? When it comes to drop shipping, yes. Okay. But there's also other benefits that come along with private label dropshipping that you may not get to experience with retail arbitrage. And that's pretty much controlling the brand, okay? When you're dropshipping from Walmart, you don't get to control the brand. You're dropshipping established products, but you're taking just a little sliver of that profit because, there's markup. And typically, these retailers that you're getting the items from are getting wholesale pricing. You're not getting wholesale pricing directly from those suppliers. With private label dropshipping, you're typically going to be getting either wholesale pricing or retail pricing and then marking up accordingly, and people aren't going to be on your listing, so you can set whatever price you want, to be honest with you. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the margins when it comes to private label dropshipping. Some of my items, I have, 50% margin on, 60, 70. Some are even over 100%. Just depends on the item. All right. Now, while they may not be big volume movers at over 100%, profit, it doesn't necessarily matter, because when it does sell, I'm making $100, $200, whatever per item. Sometimes a little less. It really just depends on what you guys are going for. So now that we talked about margins, let's go ahead and break down about the ease of this method compared to the other dropshipping methods. Let's go. You guys know I talk trash about most of the RA guys, and this is because most RA individuals who sell on Amazon, they don't necessarily know how to sell on Amazon. What they do know how to do is set up some software and drop ship from Walmart. But as far as the actual selling part, they don't know how to do product research really. They don't know how to set up listings. They don't know how to do any of that, all right? They don't even know about platinum keywords, all right? That should tell you something right there. So when it comes to private label dropshipping, you have to know how to sell on Amazon. You have to know how to build out a listing. You have to know how to do the titles, the bullet points, the product descriptions. You have to know how to do product photography if you're getting that product sent to you for testing. You have to make sure that listing is built accordingly. Whereas with retail arbitrage, the listing already exists. Let's say it's like Oreo cookies. The listing's already there. The owner already set that up for you. Probably the brand. All right. With private label dropshipping, you're the one who's doing all of that from start to finish. So it takes a little bit of finessing. Okay, like I said, it's FBA without the actual FBA part. Okay, so you have to know how to do this. You have to know how to construct your titles properly. You have to know how to do your back-end search terms. You're going to be using tools like I use AMZ Scout Pro to do your product research. There's a free trial below. Go ahead, click, check that out. All right, you're going to need to know how to search and get the right keywords. Okay, when people are searching in Amazon, if your listing isn't constructed properly, your shit's never going to pop up. And in the case of private label dropshipping, you also are going to have to learn how to do effective PPC. All right. With retail arbitrage, you don't necessarily have to do PPC. Like when I hear about all these like automation services doing PPC, it's like the dumbest thing ever, because there's so much natural traffic. Like, why would you do that? You're usually getting on listings that have very high sales rank to begin with, so you can get sales. When it comes to private label dropshipping, you, in some cases, will have to use PPC in order to get your listing up there so you can start getting natural sales. Okay, there's just no way around it. But going through this whole process is going to make you a much stronger seller as opposed to just a drop shipper, because you don't want to be that, do you? And it is not all peaches and roses. All right, when it comes to retail arbitrage, the software can do so much work for you that you really don't have to do anything. It's almost like a set it and forget it type deal. When it comes to private label drop shipping, it takes a lot of finesse, guys, a lot of finesse. And when you first start out, you're not going to get a ton of sales initially because you don't know what you don't know. It takes a while to build up the confidence, to build up the skill set, to have profitable listings. That's just the way it is. Your listings, when you create them, they have no sales rank. Okay, no sales rank. So that means you got to get sales in order to increase that sales rank, and it takes a while, which is why you're going to be running PPC for some of your items. Also, while the cost of goods is much lower, you can't scale near as fast because of the sales rank issue. Okay, whereas someone who comes into the game with retail arbitrage, they got to have an ass load of capital, because more often than not, you're going to get the buy box for a really, really, really hot product and then just to the moon, baby. So, you need a ton of capital, but you're going to get a whole lot more sales a lot quicker than you would with private label dropshipping. Private label dropshipping is really good for people who don't have a lot of capital. Let's say you only have $500-600. That's perfect for you, because you're not going to get a ton of sales right off the bat. Whereas if you only had $500-600 and got into retail arbitrage, chances are you're going to be out of money within a day. Okay, and you might be out of money with just one item. Whereas back to private label dropshipping, you can kind of salvage that. So there's also the case of suppliers. With retail arbitrage, you're typically going to be using a lot of US suppliers, and with private label dropshipping, you're not going to be using a lot of US suppliers unless you get really good and creative with your listings through bundling and talking to some US suppliers that do allow it. You just have to change up the photography and so on. Okay, it could be a pain, guys. Right now shipping is taking forever when it's coming from overseas. So if that's your main focus when it comes to your suppliers, you're going to have a very, very difficult time scaling your store, because people will generally wait a week, 2 weeks, 2.5 or so. But when you're talking about 5, 6, 7 weeks, it's just not going to work. Okay, so you can't rest your laurels on private label dropshipping working out without you doing your research, doing your homework. Okay, it takes more time to perfect, it takes a lot more time to do, mainly because you're building relationships with those suppliers. Sometimes the supplier will disappear overnight. Walmart ain't gonna disappear overnight, but one of your private label dropshipping suppliers might do that. Okay, so not everything is gonna work out all the time, and you have to be prepared for if that happens. But there are some plus sides, and we're gonna close out with those.
There we go.
So it's right here. This one, the wind is just swirling. All right, guys. So one of the best things about private label dropshipping is the fact that you can control the narrative when it comes to your brand. You're not going to be able to take those products from like Walmart and Home Depot and put them on a website, on a Shopify site, and sell them as your own. When it comes to your private label brand, you can do just that. Okay, case in point, if you guys look at mission critical baby carriers, they sell off Amazon and on Amazon. Okay, you can do something similar. You can grow your brand on Amazon, your private label brand, and then once you find that you have enough traction, you can either A, switch over to FBA, or B, create your own Shopify site and get even more sales, because now you control the traffic, right? You're going to be obviously, doing a whole bunch of Facebook ads and everything else, and it's not going to be near as fun in the beginning, but with the money that you make from Amazon, you can do that. You don't just have to be an Amazon seller as opposed to someone who does a lot of retail arbitrage. That's pretty much all they're going to be. They're just a Walmart dropshipper. They're really not anything else. Okay, end of discussion. Now, if this has been informative, guys, please go ahead and smash that like button. Click the subscribe button and the little notification bell. Then check out the links below. Hopefully that helps you guys out with private label dropshipping and all that. If you guys have any questions, just post them up in the comments below, man. All right. So you guys be safe out there. Be smart. Practice social distancing and all that. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.